All right, here we are. I'm live. Welcome. So I'm Rachel Detroit. I am bringing to you my gluten-free, grain-free favorites from the vegan bundle. So my computer, I'm going off my phone. It's a better camera anyways, but I can't share the screen on my computer through my phone, so I'm gonna end up just flipping the screen. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just keep it simple. All right, so the whole food plant-based lifestyle has grains in it. It has gluten in it. It's totally acceptable in there. People eat it. People feel fine eating it. And some people don't. So the vegan health bundle has quite a few recipes that are super lovely that are gluten free. So just right off the bat, pretty much everything with beans. Gluten-free and grain-free. All right, so I'm gonna flip my camera screen around a little bit. Ooh, can I do this? Cam off. Now on. Did I just make a mistake by doing it in my phone? I might have. Oh, let's see. I'll have to get on the phone with all right, well, we'll just do it this way. I'll have to get on a call with Apple and figure out why this isn't working. All right, I'm just gonna flip it this way. So I'm gonna talk about different things in the bundle. So if we're talking, first off, one of my favorite ebooks in here is Chef Julia's Plant-Based Japanese. So in this ebook, if we're talking about grain-free and gluten-free favorites, let me display her cover for you right here. In this plant-based Japanese, talking gluten-free and grain-free, miso soup. That's something in here that's gluten-free and grain-free. So it'll take me forever if I go through each and every one, but I'm going to go through some of my favorite ones. Plant-based dashi. And so, which is like the broth for the miso soup. And instead of using soy sauce, we would use tamari, which will make it gluten-free. And if you're wanting to stay away from grains, you're going to want to skip the rice. And a trick that I always use, right? So here there's brown rice ramen. There's miso rice ramen noodle soup. Okay, so you could buy chickpea rice, right? So there's a lot of creative ideas. Okay, so here's another one. Kombucha squash soup, gluten-free, grain-free. Anytime, let's see what else. All right, so there's a few things in here. I'll be making out of this ebook tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll be making her greens out of this ebook. All right, so let's go. Make it raw. So inside the plant-based bundle and the vegan bundle, there's a ton of raw ebooks. And in these raw ebooks, there are no grains. And when they are, they're sprouted, but overall, there are not grains. So there's a lot of gluten-free options. Another option too is there's a whole ebook that's gluten-free desserts. Let's see. This isn't fun doing it on the phone and the computer. So the ebook that is called Amanda 6, Simply Sweet. So this ebook has, I don't know if that's helpful. Every recipe in this ebook is gluten-free and refined sugar-free. And a lot of the recipes are using almond flour versus wheat flour. And then anytime that there's oat flour, you could use chickpea flour. That's actually my favorite flour to use, chickpea flour. So this entire book is gluten-free. That's super lovely. There's a lot of people who are gluten-free. When you look at my 6 ebooks that I've contributed, super simple vegan, super simple dessert, super simple breakfast, super simple raw, super simple Lebanese, and super simple, sometimes it's hard to remember them all, fast food favorites. Everything that I've contributed is gluten-free. I didn't write it on the ebook, but I eat gluten-free. So all 6 of those ebooks are gluten-free. And if you're thinking like, what is gluten-free, what is not? Beans, gluten-free. If you want to replace the grains, so if there's rice in it and you want to replace it, you can buy my favorite rice, my favorite grain-free rice to replace it would be, it's by a brand called Banza, and they make a chickpea rice. That's a super, super simple way. Another ebook, that I eat a lot of raw food. So what really appeals to me, this one's called 50 More Frickin' Rawsome Recipes. So everything in this ebook is raw food. I feel so much better when I eat raw food. So I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis 5 years ago, and my symptoms were off the hook. I felt terrible all the time. I wasn't doing well. And when I started to eat more raw food, I felt a lot better. Okay, so in this Rawsome ebook, there's slaws, okay, which are mostly vegetable based, gluten-free, right? So it doesn't say gluten-free, but so you know, when there's a salad and there's no wheat in it, there's no grains in it, it's overall gluten-free. And rice is gluten-free. Rice is gluten-free, but if we're wanting to stay away from the grains, which I do, drop it in the comments. Do you guys eat grains or gluten? What's your connection? I'm not gluten intolerant, but overall, I don't eat gluten. I don't like it. It doesn't make me feel very good. All right, let's see. We have a ton of smoothies in here. My camera situation's not awesome, but we're going to flow with it. My chai smoothie. No gluten in this smoothie. Let me see what you guys see. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. That's okay. Berry sweet smoothie. I really like this ebook because you don't really have to work that hard to make it gluten-free and grain-free. So the raw food, especially if you're dealing with inflammatory conditions, if you're dealing with inflammatory conditions, if you're not feeling awesome, I would highly recommend, and I'm recommending it not because I'm a doctor, I am a nutritionist, but I'm recommending it because I've experienced it, right? When I was first diagnosed with MS, I just felt terrible all the time. My body was inflamed. I didn't feel well. So if you're freshly diagnosed with something, if you don't feel well, take a break, right? I mean, like I said, I'm speaking from experience. Take a break from gluten. Take a break from grains. Give your body a chance to heal, to relax. You'll be okay if you eat strictly fruits and vegetables for a little while. You're going to be all right. All right, so this Rawsome ebook here, I love this one. It's called Pineapple Kalesaurus, and it's basically pineapple, apple, and kale in a smoothie. That's just right up my alley. Pineapple Kalesaurus. All right, so let's go to the next ebook. Soup, Stews, and Chili. So in this Soup, Stews, and Chili by Brand New Vegan, there's a ton of recipes in here that don't have gluten. Vegan white bean soup. It's a bean-based soup. They don't have gluten. They don't have gluten. I don't know. My brain's going cuckoo. Creamy potato soup. There's no gluten in there. Savory miso soup. So these are just some of my favorites. Let me show you a couple of these recipes. Okay, so this one right here, best damn vegan chili. I'll show you a picture. If you're looking for chili recipes, it's grain-free, it's gluten-free. It's just a ton of delicious beans, different vegetable broth, mushrooms, grain-free, gluten-free. Let's see what else we got. This one had some nice options. A vegetable stew. Hopefully you guys can see it. Like I said, I'm on my phone. Grain-free, gluten-free vegetable stew. So if you're looking for like hearty meals, it's super lovely. Minestrone soup, grain-free, gluten-free, although there's like a giant piece of bread in here, so you just wouldn't eat the bread. White bean soup. We would skip that part. So oh look here, right here. If you take a look right here, I'm working on some stuff. This is my quiche. And I'm going to be, I don't want you to see all this other crazy stuff. I'm going to be demoing this quiche. It's grain-free and gluten-free. I'm going to be doing this. I have the schedule right here, so I'll just tell you. I don't remember right off the top of my head sometimes. But let me read you guys my schedule for the week. I'm going to post this all in a second, in a little bit here. All right, so and everything that I make is grain-free and gluten-free because that's what I like to eat. So I'm only making things that I want to eat. Tuesday, tomorrow I'm making the spring quiche. So that quiche I just showed you a picture of, grain-free and gluten-free. Wednesday, I'm going to be making Japanese greens from Chef Julia's Plant-Based 2 cookbook. It's grain-free and gluten-free. And I've been like wanting to stay away from the nuts and the nut butters and the fats and the sweets. So you'll notice a lot of the things that I'm demoing are staying away from that. I will do a couple sweet treats, although I am preferring currently right now to not eat the sweet treats, and that's okay. We go in phases. So there's a ton in there. So you'll notice I'm not really demoing the sweet treats because I'm the one who eats the food. Although I did give a lot of the food to the neighbors. All right, so Wednesday I got Japanese greens. I'll be demoing from Chef Julia's ebook. Thursday I'm doing a nut-free ranch. Nut-free ranch. It's a nut-free ranch that I'm actually using almond yogurt in. So it's supposed to be soy yogurt. I'm not super into soy lately either. I go through phases. I'm not super into soy, so it's called nut-free ranch, although I'm using almond yogurt. But you could use soy yogurt. You could use whatever yogurt you want. Friday, I'm doing a papaya boat with figs and fresh berries. Raw fruit, delicious. Saturday, green body balance juice. I'll be making quite a few bit more recipes too, but this is just what I've picked out so far. Sunday, this is going to be super fun. Sunday, I'm going to be doing live with my mom. So she's Lebanese. I've made the plant-based, super simple plant-based Lebanese ebook. And a lot of the recipes, actually, let's be real, all of the recipes are based off of things that I've learned from her. So I'm bringing her on here with me, and we're going to go through all the recipes. We're going to talk about her story. I'll be interviewing my mother. And those of you guys who have been with me on this channel for a while know that my mom's my best friend ever, 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 ever. So those are some things that I'm cooking, and then like random pop-ups throughout the week that I'll be cooking and displaying, different pictures I'll post. All right, gluten-free and grain-free. All of the raw ebooks, those are going to be safe for gluten-free and grain-free. The gluten-free and grain-free dessert book, super good. Let's see. And like all of the oatmeal stuff, it's cool, but sometimes you just don't want it. And there's so much in here where you don't have to eat it. The smoothie books, I love the Fruity Eva. Fruity Eva has a smoothie book, and it's just raw and vegan smoothie recipes. Tons and tons of recipes. Personally, I love to drink my meals. I I drink smoothies like multiple times a day. It really works for me. So I want to, I want to be active. I live a quick lifestyle. I cook, I live well. I don't want to say I manage a disease. I have healed from a disease. And so I do what I can to make sure I get the adequate nutrients that I need without skimping out on any of it. And so smoothies are a good vessel for me. All right, so green sunshine smoothie. Just a ton of smoothie ideas. Let me show you. Watermelon smoothie. Just different ideas of things that you might not have. Berry smoothie. And what I really liked about this is that she puts like nice little blurbs here. And so, okay, bananas, dates, berries, water. I would add spinach to it. Papaya drink, right? So I have no shame about taking someone else's recipes and making it my own. I have no problem doing that. This one, banana, papaya, dates. I would add spinach. I would add kale, right? And it's not like any judgment on these people. That's the life. That's the life that I want. That's what I want to eat. So this strawberry smoothie, bananas, mango, strawberries. Rachel wants to add greens and spinach. And so you can do whatever you want. This one is awesome. Figgy Bliss. Look how awesome that looks. But I would also add greens to it. Because I like to drink my salads. I don't really want, I like to eat a salad here and there, but I don't actually want to sit down and eat a salad. I'd rather just drink a salad. Some people eat salads, like that's their thing. All right, let's keep going here. This one, Garden Gourmet. So you go, so let me read you some of the options here. Cauliflower eggs Benedict. Obviously, it's not real eggs. Sweet potato and veggie hash. These are gluten-free and grain-free. Broccoli cheese soup. Kale pesto with zoodles. Spinach artichoke hummus. But then she pairs it with a flatbread. So you would skip the flatbread. Although if in the Indian ebook, there's a flatbread that's made with chickpeas. So you could make that one. And then it's gluten-free. Zucchini mock apple crisp. So these are super nice because instead of using grains and gluten, grains aren't always gluten. Gluten isn't always grains. You would just use beans. There's beans instead. Like this one has hemp hearts instead. Let's see what else we got here. Let's go to the next ebook. There's just a ton of stuff in here, and this is my point. It's like some people are extra particular, like me. I'm quite particular. I act like, oh, I eat everything, but really, I don't want to eat your gluten, and I don't want to eat your grains. I really don't want rice. I just don't want it. Sometimes I eat oatmeal, though. I like oatmeal. Oatmeal is gluten-free. But overall, I don't want to eat rice. I'm not trying to eat rice with you. It's not my jam. So I just want people to know that it's totally good to have preferences. Please have preferences. And in this bundle, you definitely can abide by your preferences. And so if you're gluten-free and grain-free, most of my stuff that I've contributed, my 6 ebooks, are gluten-free and grain-free. Because I just don't feel good when I eat them, and I only cook what I want to eat. Like I would never cook something and offer it to you all that I wouldn't eat. I would never do that. Would never ever do that. So everything is pretty high quality. I've been having a blast coming on here live with you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate you guys, people who have purchased the bundle. Tomorrow morning, I'll be showing you my spring quiche, which is a winner. The crust is made out of corn. So you could use, it's not made out of corn, it's made out of corn tortillas. So you could use something else, but it's super simple because it's made out of corn tortillas. So I just want to let you know there's a whole bunch of fun in here that you could do that's grain-free and gluten-free. If you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, drop it in the comments. Stay tuned. Watch all the delicious recipes. I'm doing a bunch of interviews too. That'll be super fun. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be making the quiche. Bye.